I like it. I like this angle.
Yeah, it's just two of us now, so you just got to fit us both in.
Yeah.
Get close-ups or whatever.
I like it.
When one of us gets really emotional,
Yeah.
you can zoom in.
What are you planning? Reading sad stories.
Yeah. You got cookies, Tesco cookies, and coffee from Cass's place. Potable coffee in Portablet. Portablet. Best coffee place in town. Go there. Yeah, so yes, we're gonna round up the whole season. I think it's been an interesting season. So like we started the whole thing not really knowing what it was going to be,
Yeah.
on the little white table talking shit. But I don't know. How do you feel about it so far?
It's been eventful.
That's been eventful.
I started with a job and I ended without one.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's happened.
Yeah, but like if you remember in the beginning, you weren't really teaching to drive you.
No.
So you've been on quite a journey, you have, I think.
Yeah. Quite the journey.
Yeah. So like musically, what's your next step then? What do you got planned?
I probably I want to start up a new thing on my own.
Like band.
A new band, yeah, like a function band where we're not doing as many. No, like Steph said, where he's not doing as many gigs, but he's getting the same money because they getting paid double because they are kind of taking the lion's share.
Yeah,
kind of saying. So that's my plan. I got some ideas, and hopefully I'll get started soon because I got a full PA system, which was given to me by like a friend of a family friend kind of thing. You know? So yeah, just got to kind of put it together really.
Yeah,
and find time and to put out some energy into it. Like
yeah, there we are. To the next step.
Yeah. So hey, to the next step, eh?
Little tiny coffee.
It's cute, isn't it? Is that like a flat white tea?
I don't know what's the flat white. Why is it different to other coffees? No, that's right.
It's all to do with. I think it's all to do with the milk, isn't it? Like
Okay,
how many? Is it? I don't know. I'm not going to step on anyone's toes. Like no, I think it's say it's to do with the espresso shots, or the type of milk, like steamed, boiled, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I've just tried it before and like the.
Yeah, not coffee advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's been, like, my mental health went a bit nuts that week, but weirdly, I want to talk about Andrew Wiltsey. Have you heard about that? Like, I pointed Andrew Wiltsey to you. So, jiu-jitsu people, not even jiu-jitsu people know who Andrew Wiltsey is. The people I've spoke about. He's my favorite jiu-jitsu person. Yeah, he's my favorite jiu-jitsu person. He's been around for a long time. He's just amazing the way that he does stuff, and I like the way that he thinks. I've been following him for a while. He hasn't done anything for a couple of years. He's bipolar. He's kind of on the autistic spectrum. He's got like things going on with his brain, which I don't think have been named before. Do you know what I mean? But I know there's a few people who do jiu-jitsu who've got like autism and stuff. I'm speaking to a few of them about this, and like they look at what was going on. So basically, he came out of a very depressive episode, like 2 years like depressed and dissociated. So he didn't know who he was or anything. Like a bit of a kind of slump. Do you know what I mean? Didn't make content. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't compete. Didn't do a lot. And then he came out of it like a week or two ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Started posting stuff. He was really clear, very kind of lucid and not direct. What's the word? You know, focused on specific things to make his life better and improving stuff. He had a girlfriend like living with him, filming stuff with him. He's doing stories every day. Stories started to get to the point where they were him venting about his day, talking about ideas, what he's going to do business-wise, what the next step is, everything kind of coming together. And I loved seeing all that stuff. And then it went into looking back and looking why he was disassociated with life and with himself and things. And he started to name people who'd done bad things to him, like big jiu-jitsu names. And I know you're into jiu-jitsu. We can touch on that in a sec because they might not even know that. But like Gordon Ryan, he basically outdid the whole thing about the Gordon Ryan and his brother, like everything about that, which I don't want to say about here. Yeah. Probably get sued. There's like other people like Tom DeBlas and like Jacob Couch and stuff. He was just naming all these people who'd done wrong things in his eyes, demanding that they apologize to him. Do you know what I mean? and he's going to out more. He went to the police about something. Don't really know what that was about. And the stories, hundreds of stories every day. I watched most of them, and they started to get from like sticking it to the man kind of thing, and fuck you, I'm healed now. This is me. I'm taking control of my life. To I'm the only one who can solve the world's problems. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of checked in on him one day. He was sweaty and greasy. He didn't look clean. He looked thin. He hadn't been eating. He hadn't been sleeping. And he was trying to decipher if there was a God, trying to prove there was a God. And he said, I think I got it. I've got proof of God's existence. But I think there is an entity that does it. And he was going into the reasons why that is, why there's evidence. Which was just bullshit evidence. It's not evidence. He's just concluding things out of nowhere. And then going into like they need power. So where's the power source coming from? Black holes. What do I know about black holes? For the next 2 hours, he's talking about black holes and like just going off on that, and then wormholes and string theory and all this stuff. And he's bragging at the end of the day, like, all right, we've solved the God thing, solved black holes and string theory. He hadn't. He's just fucking thinking about it in his head and in his bedroom. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, and he's just going, just deteriorating. The last couple of days, he's put nothing up. And the last one was there's police outside his house, and he was shouting at them, saying he's got a gun. No, he's going to get a gun if anyone comes on his property with without his permission. He's going to shoot them.
Yeah,
that's the last I'd seen. Is him screaming at the police, like. So
it's
I don't
not
know.
Something you want to be shouting in America.
I know. I like him as well. I didn't like seeing him deteriorate, like, but like just on the mental health thing, it shows. I watched it happen, and like people say. People need to be on their meds or whatever.
Yeah,
like that's why. Like he said in the beginning, he's been off his meds for a while because they don't do anything. But like they kind of equalize things, I think. And before I was thinking, like I wouldn't like the idea of dampening things down, like dulling everything. But that was just so. I've never seen that before. Like live in front of me. No one I know has been that bad.
Yeah.
But it was just completely like on top of the world 1 minute saying, oh fuck, my life's amazing, man. I can say whatever I want. And he's just fucking just thinking he's God. And then the next minute everyone fucking hates him and against him. So I think he ditched his girlfriend's brother, left him. They try to get him sectioned, and like it's this big saga that's going on, and it's like he's in the middle of it and no one can really help him. Like he's on his own. But I've never been exposed to that. Even though I was watching on my phone, I felt like I was there, like watching it happen. Like, do you know what I mean?
And there was nothing and helpless to.
Yeah, well, I'm in a group and stuff. Like he put a link up. He gave his his girlfriend's personal phone number to get in touch with him. And in the beginning, he wanted ways to put all these stories in one thing and kind of compile them all in a way that he can kind of digest it afterwards. And I sent him a message thinking, he's not going to fucking see us. All the people that follow him. And I said, look, I use this AI. I used to use this AI for the beginning of the pod.
Right.
So I dropped the pod video in. It would transcribe everything that we say. And then we can put that into a different AI and make it into a comic book if we wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, there's loads of stuff you could do. So I sent a message like that. His girlfriend got back to me and said, would you mind jumping on a call with Andrew for 15 minutes? I thought, fucking hell, this was in the beginning when it was good. And he's clear and stuff. And I thought he was under control. And then all that shit happened. I thought, no, that's right. I don't think I will. I don't want to fucking feed fuel to this thing. Like, so it's mad.
It's sad, isn't it?
Bonkers, I know.
Because, like, remember back in, like, 2007 when Britney Spears lost her shit?
Shaved her head and all that.
Yeah. Like, imagine there was streaming then. Because have you seen her Instagram?
No.
Where she like, it's weird because I think she's got full control of her life now and her social media and stuff. She just posts videos of herself like juggling knives in a bikini. She'll be dancing like and pulling her bikini bottom down, like almost showing the vag. And you're just watching it thinking, I like this, but at the same time she's not well. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
and like and this is her when she's apparently well. Do you know what I mean? So it's to, like you say.
I wonder like what makes people like that, because.
So with this Andrew Wilt, is he like? I've only ever discovered him through you.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at his stories and stuff. But is he like a UFC guy or is he just
jiu-jitsu from what I know? Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but he used to train under Daisy Fresh.
Right.
So in jiu-jitsu, there's like these little teams, like mainly in America. Do you mean there's the Gracie people, 10th Planet people, like Daisy Fresh. They're more like American jiu-jitsu. They try to fly the flag of American, being different to Brazilian. It's basically the same, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Striking and stuff, is it?
No strike. It's just
Okay.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But the way they approach is different, you know. So it's like much more heavy on the wrestling side of it.
Right.
You know, like they all do wrestling in America, don't they?
Mm.
So it's like that, you know, really super intense. And apparently wrestling is like the hardest thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about domination from. It just I don't really understand it, but whatever. It's like takedowns and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's like New Wave, there's B Team. Everyone seems to have a side. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got their favourite team to go with. I used to like Daisy Fresh. I used to like the stuff they did. But he just burnt all the bridges that he had. All the kind of the team stuff. He just slated everyone in the team. And saying that he was kind of indoctrinated by the team and stuff, and kind of brainwashed into living in the gym and all that stuff. I think it's just him, but it's just.
I think like it was like taking over his life and stuff, and then he couldn't control it. Like, and
I don't know. I think it's just it doesn't matter what he would have done. He would have had the same thing. It's always going to be a battle for him. I think.
Yeah.
Something happened. But, like maybe a trauma or something. But I don't know. I just like him. He's like a nice guy, and his jiu-jitsu is like simple.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, super simple. Like you can't like I've seen him. Like he had a knee cut instructional for free, so I watched him, and like that's what my knee cut is basically.
Right. Okay.
It's just from him, and he nails it from anyone, like any level. You don't know it's coming, and you just pass straight away, like.
Yeah.
But so you do jiu-jitsu now?
I do indeed, and I
What do you think
absolutely
so
love
far?
it.
Yeah.
It's class. I think I've been doing it about 3 months now. I think it was start of June, roughly.
I have no idea.
It was like, I think it was either towards the end of May or start of June where you kind of said, hey, give it a try. And I did.
When did I wing?
Yeah, you took me under your wing, and I haven't looked back. It's, I'm going multiple times a week, training in 2 separate gyms. I'm doing like a beginner's class in Aries in Eslavera, which is good. That's on a Tuesday. And then I'm doing the bulk of my training in Nails then, so which is the mixture of a class, and then open mat sometimes doing.
Do you find it different in Nails to other gyms?
Yeah, because like with Aries, because it's just the beginner class I go to, like we'll just drill like passing guard and things like that. Do you mean like some kind of like basic stuff until the class is over? Then we have a roll, and then all hell breaks loose. But it's nice to do the both. You mean, and like because I spoke to Norm the other day tonight, and he said about. I asked him about doing the beginner class in Nails, and he said, "Oh, you've been going long enough now. You don't really need it."
Yeah.
But because I've been going to Aries and I've built up a relationship with Tom, the guy who runs the class, I like going there. Do you mean even if I might already know the stuff, it's just nice to support him. And
is it a course you doing up there then? Or?
So yeah, it's like a 6-week course.
Ah, okay, right. Yeah.
But I think it's on like I think it's on its like 3rd loop. Do you know what I mean? But it's good because like it might be doing like similar stuff to what I've done before, but it kind of solidifies it then.
Yeah.
Because
well, when you're all learning together, you're in the defense of whatever you're doing. So say if you do like, I don't know, Kimura or whatever. It's like you're learning the same thing with your teammates. So you're all learning that together, and you're trying to nail it that same class.
Yeah.
And you're trying to fight off the same thing. Everyone knows what's happening. Mm-hmm. But like when you're fighting people who don't know as much, that's when you use it more. Then you don't know what to expect. You can play it more.
Yeah.
Play the game a bit more. So it's good to do like different stuff. I try to go to like different gyms if I can.
Yeah.
Just because no one knows my game, and then I can actually be more clever about it. Like everyone knows what I'm going to do.
Right.
I got
like
3 or 4 ways in to my 3 or 4 favorite positions to my 3 or 4 submissions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone knows it. Everyone knows what's happening.
I'm still at the like survival stage.
Yeah.
And I
Still
think,
early.
yeah, like, going from where I started to where I am now, I think that's improved a lot in terms of I'm able to kind of fight people off for longer. I'm not saying that I'm good in any sense, but I'm not gassing out as much.
I don't think there is a good though. I don't think there is no good.
Yeah.
Like whoever you consider is the best in your gym, there's gonna be someone else who would make them look like a white belt again. Do you mean?
Yeah.
So there's just your own little journey. Like
That's it.
I've stopped thinking of good and bad now.
Yeah.
I've stopped trying to be good. I'm just trying to improve. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, I think.
Just, do you know, like taking little things on, like someone will say like, "Oh, get the underhook."
Yeah.
I might hear that 4 or 5 times a week, but then I still might not do it. But then there's one day when I'll do it. I'm like, "Oh, fucking, that's why they say
Yeah.
get the underhook." And
It's the
because there's so
reason.
much, yeah, exactly. And there's so much to take in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just thinking, I'm doing like a 1-to-1 class with Reese on a Sunday.
RH, what's it called again?
RH Combat.
RH Combat. Look them up.
I want to get that right just to make sure. I'll double check that. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But I think it's RH Combat Coaching. But like with that, I'm learning some new stuff. But then in the moment on the Monday after the class, when I start rolling, it's like fucking boop, gone.
Yeah,
but
I know.
if I remember 10% of it, like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm happy.
You get more calm. You get to be much more calm. Like I used to shock me when I first did it, how calm some people were.
Yeah.
Like I'm going into it like fearing for my life now. I'm about to get choked. I'm going in. I'm like, may as well fight a tiger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know I'm gonna lose. It's just
Yeah.
how I'm gonna lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then like over time, it's like, oh, okay, I can relax, and then you think. Once you can relax, you can think, and that's when it works. Then, but like it takes different people. Like someone said, it took them 2 years to feel comfortable with people being so close. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't take that long for me.
Yeah.
But I haven't even been doing it for 2 years yet. But
Well, our first session, like I've literally gone into it knowing absolutely nothing about it, and the first thing he said to me was, "Oh, all right, you get on top of me." So I was like on top of you, I'm thinking, "Whoa, this
it's weird.
This is weird." And like I'm still at a stage as well where, like, say I roll with you, like, you know, say I'm in mount or side control, you've got to put pressure on and stuff now. Like a lot of people, you know, you've got to put shoulder pressure into someone's face, like, or you know, what's it called? Crossface and stuff. I still feel like I don't want to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the guys who've been doing it longer and stuff like that, and the ones who are stronger, they don't want to think twice about doing it.
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Because they're not there. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just trying to keep you down, aren't they?
Yeah, stuff like that. You're not going to get hurt. The whole point of that, it's not just like a few people have said, dig your shoulder in much harder. You know, you need to. You know, it should be like a slow choke. It's like, I don't think that. I think
Is it?
you pin the head one side so that you can't move the other way. That's all.
Yeah.
But there's different ways. There's different levels to it, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what
I'm afraid, right, of say like going with some of the bigger boys in nails or something, and like say like I think right, I'll try and I'll go 100% now, and I just think right, if I do that now, and then they get pissed off, they're gonna go 150% next, you know, when they get out of that position, like, do you mean?
Yeah.
I think it like that, like if
I
they
know.
think they'll be thinking, oh, it's like is it?
No, I think like a lot of the other ones, it's more like they are trying to see if you've learned something from the last time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I think who did I catch the other day? I can't remember who it was, but I made a point of doing the same thing 3 times until
Right.
he found a way out. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it was I won't say anyone is, but it was and it was a head and arm choke.
Right.
And each time, starting in the same position, I got the same head and arm choke, and I did it in a way. It's like, you know, you're safe.
Yeah.
But he was getting pissed off with himself that you let me do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Because you couldn't figure out the
he couldn't work out like what
defense,
the point was. Yeah. Like at what point did he was that mine? Do you know what I mean? And I try and think the same way. So like if someone's doing the same shit, I'd try to let them do it. You know, like like Batch. If I've worked out, if Batch ever gets my arm across my body, that is it, and I'm gonna lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's that. Octopus card the other day was quite good to get out of that. Anyway, I feel like everyone's switching off them. And Barry gave me a row before for talking about jiu-jitsu for so long. Shut up about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but we both do it now, so we
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like another little niche audience.
Yeah.
So we've got like loads of musicians now on the underground. They're not allowed to listen to us or anything. Now we've got like a different sect of jiu-jitsu people now interested to see how like 2 shit jiu-jitsu people.
One
look
thing
at it,
I'll
like-
say is like it's one of the best things I've ever got into. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never saw myself getting into a combat.
It's not
a
for
grappling kind
yeah.
of thing. And I just can't believe I didn't do it when I was younger.
I know, I'm a bit gutted like that. But the people who did, they're all fucked now. Shoulders gone, knees gone.
Yeah,
they're on knee
yeah.
braces, elbow braces. Like, oh, watch my neck. Do you know what I mean? like,
No chokes.
yeah. But like, it's not for people who want to fight. It's not.
Of course,
that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, people. You tell people you do like a martial art or something. It's more like mentally, it's like you're focusing on something. There's a discipline to it, and you're trying to improve your life. And there's loads of philosophy behind it. You know, like you can take, if you give up easy, you know, if you tap super easy to someone just being on you and tap like you tap the pressure or whatever, it's like that. People read into that like you give up on life. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And if you get better on the mats of that, then you get better on life. I don't know. You can take that from it. I don't really.
Well, funny you say that, right? Last night when I was in the bath, I watched the Conor McGregor and Khabib fight from 2015 or 17.
Yeah.
Where Khabib leathered him.
Yeah.
I've never really watched UFC. Do you mean?
Yeah,
But
no,
when I could actually see him doing jiu-jitsu stuff, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start watching him more now.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I haven't a chance to get into it yet, though.
But like Khabib like leathered him, right? I don't know if you've seen the fight.
I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
But McGregor taps out, didn't he? Right at the end.
Yeah.
And I seen
like naked, was it?
Yeah.
Across his face.
That's it.
Yeah.
I seen like an interview with Khabib like after the fight, like doing like I don't know whether it was months later or something, and he said basically like, you know, he submitted in front of millions of people. He said just go sleep, you know. It's like fight like a warrior, like.
Yeah, I like it. Like if you were gonna explain jiu-jitsu to someone in one sentence, what would it be?
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. I think of it like you're trying to make the other person submit to your will, and like,
Yeah.
I give up, you win, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. It's
But there's a lot more thought that goes into it. Like that's the ultimate simplified. But yeah.
I say Rubik's Cube is in the sense of like where I'm at now is I'm just trying to work everything out.
Yeah.
Not like you were saying about the guy where like you give him, you've done it 3 times for him to try and work out where he could have stopped it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, because it's brilliant. And you know, like when you are on top of someone and you have like in that dominant position, it's great, like, because you just think, right, I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the next thing for me, I'll get fucking swept. And then I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, but there's always something. Like there's always something. Like
Yeah.
say you get in that dominant position, they get out. You can learn from that. You know, you can learn from everything.
Yeah.
But like some people just don't. Some people are more. They'd rather blame something like, oh fuck, you bigger than you, you're stronger than you, fuck, yeah, they're flexible than you.
Yeah.
No, you just lost, but you just take it. Like
I love nails though. Like, you know, like I started off like as an outsider, but I feel like I've got to know people a little bit now and stuff.
yeah,
And
I think you got to chat to people as well. You're chatty, you know, like people like you. It's like I'm more quiet.
Right.
Like it took me a little while to get in with people.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, in the same way. But you got to be noticed as well. Like if you're quiet, you don't get noticed. I find there's a few people that avoid everyone. They don't want to make
right.
not a fuss or they don't want to get involved with like the politics, whatever. There's none of that really.
Yeah.
It's just friends that are grouping together.
Yeah,
you know, just
yeah.
naturally it happens, isn't it?
That's it.
But yeah, but I think that's one thing that stops people's progress. I think with jiu-jitsu is they're too quiet with it. They don't ask questions. They don't like. They feel like disconnected from the coaches, whatever, and they feel like they can't ask questions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think if I was younger, if I did it when I was younger, that would have been me. I wouldn't have wanted to speak to anyone. I would have enjoyed it, but not like I'm enjoying it now because there's this whole social aspect which I'm more comfortable with now that I'm older, which I wouldn't have been comfortable with like earlier. Like
Yeah.
Dave Grohl, some drama with that. Do you want to explain what's happening? You probably know more than me. I just heard there's some sort of drama going on.
So, from what I understand, he's basically cheated on his wife, and that person has had a child.
Right.
But the way the media have said, you know, spun it is Dave Grohl's father's new child outside of marriage. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, that makes it sound like they kind of support him or that it's okay. Do you mean? Yeah. Not Dave Grohl's a bloody cheating bastard. But I love him. I always will. But
I like him.
You know, it's.
Was it like a? Yeah. Well, is there any more out about it yet? Has he spoken about it?
I haven't seen anything about it, like, do you mean? But I just think it's crazy. Do you know what I mean?
But it happens like in normal lives. There's a spotlight on him, innit?
Yeah.
Like when you're that famous, the pressure of not to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can't be a normal person.
That's
Can you?
it. Do you know what I don't understand though? Is like he's so high. What's it called?
Famous.
Yeah, like yeah. Surely he's got control about getting out.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Or
know.
is
I
it
don't
a
think
case
so.
that, like,
I think it's worse. It's harder.
Do you know, like,
to keep-
when you get to a do you know when you get to a certain level? Do you think there's just like a part of the contract that you sign which says like you can't have a private life at all?
But yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happens. There's more eyeballs on you. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one, like if you think about your life now, no one's really interested in what you do or anything.
No.
Even if something like that happens really bad or whatever, like whatever.
It's just your circle.
Yeah. No one outside of that circle cares. It's just when you're that famous, everyone is fucking looking at you. But the thing is, like people look at it, look up at him as well, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Like it's like an idol type thing. People want to be him. People would love to have his life like.
Yeah.
So you've always got to be. Well, I don't know. I probably wouldn't care, to be honest. Like I was gonna say, you've always got to be aware of that. But I don't know. It's just a lot of responsibility. What's that phrase? With great power comes
great responsibility. There's another little
Spider-Man.
thing that's going on. Amy tagged me in a post yesterday, right? So do you know Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
She's with some guy. I think he's a baseball player or something. He's a big sports guy. Might be basketball. But apparently, like, there's been leaked documents that they're in a fake relationship. So it's all a big media
Oh yeah,
thing.
right. Yeah. Okay.
And apparently, like, in the contract, it says that, like, they're going to split up on, I think it's like the 28th of November. Right?
Okay.
Then she has to write 3 songs about him, but he'll get the money for the songs or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just wild. And the thing is, like, you don't know if this stuff's legit. Like,
I believe that, to be honest.
do you mean?
Yeah. Remember that thing that song, dun, 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 fuck you right back.
Oh yeah.
That one, like that's a
Amon,
similar
was
thing.
it?
I
Amon?
can't remember, but he wrote like a diss track for his ex or something. Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And she wrote one back. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But they were the same song. Obviously, they've both got the rights to that song.
Yeah,
It's like no one sees that. It's like,
exactly.
oh, excuse me, can I have permission to release your song, but change all the words to make you look bad?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who would fucking do that? Obviously, they fucking planned it. Like,
Yeah, it's It's at the end of the day, genius marketing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Do
But
you know what I mean?
yeah, plebs, man, like normal people.
Yeah,
They just fucking love it, don't they? They love drama so much. It's like, oh yeah, it's fucking great. But I saw, my algorithm on Instagram is fucked now completely. So because I've been watching Andrew Wiltzie stuff so much,
Aye.
it shows me these fucking mental people. Like, not that Andrew Wiltsie's mental. Like,
I know. No,
but
I
you
know
know,
what
but
you're
like
saying.
these people are
We're going
fucking
through
nuts.
things like
Yeah. But there's this guy talking, like, there's no views in it. Like, there's just like 6 hearts on it, no comments, and this guy saying, "Oh, all you people with all you lizard people, like thinking that you got to do, following the Knights Templar to the pilgrimage or whatever." Just talking fucking shit, complete nonsense.
yeah.
And
He's gone like too deep.
he's just yeah, and he's like laughing to himself. He's fucking bonkers, talking like I don't know what the fuck he's saying. I don't know what any of it is. But then one of his videos was about Taylor Swift drinking the blood of babies,
Okay.
drinking the mixture of semen and blood, and that's the elixir of life, keeping them young, and all the stars are doing it. You know?
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell. Okay, like where does that come from?
Well, do you know? Have you heard of Ozempic? So it's the new drug, right, which is sweeping through like the celebrity world, right?
Okay, right. I've never heard of this.
And like the influencer world. So basically, it's something that you get. It's some chemical that you get injected, and it basically makes you look young again. Christina Aguilera, right? She literally looks like she's in her 20s. It's absolutely insane. Like, because at one point she went quite big, and she's like 48 now.
Yeah.
Something like that. Which is quite weird because I still think of her as like in her 20s.
Yeah, the pastel-y coloured hair.
Yeah.
Whatever that
But
video was.
like, I'll show you a photo of it later, right? Honest to God, you wouldn't believe it. But this is what a lot of people are doing now. So like, like they say about this drinking the baby's blood and stuff like, do you mean?
Yeah.
I can see why they think that stuff's real, do you mean? But there is literally a new drug like that's sweep
mad.
in the world. Like,
It's about time they fucking outlawed plastic surgery as the answer. That's fucking horrible. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't work. Like, for any girls who think you look good when you've pumped shit into your face and you look different again, it's not fucking good. I fucking hate the look of it. Like, yeah, it's just weird.
It's I'm not a fan. Amy's said that she wants to have like, she'd like to have her lips filled and stuff like.
But some people have like a little bit done and it looks okay.
Yeah.
But you know when the stars get it done, that's what I mean. Like they looked completely different.
Who was the Leslie Ash? Remember her?
Oh, yeah,
From like
yeah.
Maybe and Badly.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She's the first one that I remember like from growing up.
Yeah.
That it was like in the front page of the Sun. Like.
Yeah, I remember those things. What is it? Little. I never know what they called. Like, is it a show in the 80s? Little puppet people with big fucking mouths.
Yes, yeah. Like,
What are they called?
it was like a satire thing, was it?
Oh no, you're thinking of Spitting Image.
Ah, right.
Wasn't that? No, it's like a fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Dark Crystal. Do you ever see Dark Crystal?
No.
There's Dark Crystal, one of the little goblins in there, a little bit like Labyrinth.
Right, okay.
Like fucking that what Ludo's from. And he's got big fucking lips, like. They just look like that, yeah. They all look like that.
Well, it's weird, Nick, because like, with the Leslie Ash thing, she was getting ridiculed that she looked terrible. And now that's the new norm. Like.
Yeah, I know. Like, someone on the street will get it done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. It looks weird, but they don't. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Like, is a thin lip something that like people don't like?
Well, I think that I think what's happened is because people have pumped their lips, then the people who got the thinner ones think that there's a shit.
Should we do it with our ears or something, or fucking eyebrows?
I tell you what, for season 3, we'll get our lips done. I'm going to get our lips done. I know someone who does it, actually.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah, there's a business for it, isn't there?
but like Amy says, like, it's her top lip, and I look at her lip, and I just think it's just a lip.
Yeah,
It's just your lip. You know, that's the way nature's created you. Like,
I think
biology. Like,
you look
whatever.
at yourself with a much more kind of inquisitive eye, don't you? Do you know what I mean? You look at yourself in a much more detail than someone else does.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
And I was talking to like one of the jiu-jitsu girls on the spectrum about something like that. You know, she was saying like she hates it when people like it's cool now apparently to say that you're on the spectrum.
Ah, okay,
It's like
right.
it's kind of the in thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like she talks to people and she hates when people ask her traits first. It's like, in the spectrum, what's your traits? And she says, I don't know, I like fabric or whatever. It's not.
Yeah.
But it's just something. And they say, oh yeah, I do that too. Yeah. It's like, no, you fucking don't. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like this stuff affects my life.
Yeah.
Like you just want to be cool now by fucking, I don't want to be a friend. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
They're trying to be relatable, is it?
yeah, but the thing is, like, they don't see a person then. They just see a fucking trait. They just see this person as liking fabric or stimming or liking songs, being into music or, I don't know, having no facial expression or anything. Like they don't see the person like. Whereas before, I was thinking about it, what I said was, like 100 years ago, before we had a name for this thing, maybe more than 100 years, before we had a name for autism, you would just be quirky, like, you'd just be that quirky person who likes touching stuff or smelling stuff, or you got a weird thing where you don't want to be late, or, like any kind of shit like that, like. But as soon as you've got that name for it, then it's like, oh yeah, that person is this now. Do you know what I mean? It's not a person anymore.
My mother tends to kind of label people. Like,
The rapist.
I don't know why she calls me that. But like, she'll say like, if she's talking about someone, like it might be like a member of a family or something. She'll be like, I'm sure they've got ADHD. I'm sure they got autism.
And she clearly doesn't understand what it is. It's
It's just
everyone's like that. It's just like, people just love labeling stuff. Like people love a label. Yeah. So okay, we spoke about most of that stuff, I think. So, okay, should we have a rundown on some of the guests?
Yes.
So this was the first season where we actually had guests, and it was quite good. We upgraded some of the stuff to make sure we could kind of accommodate guests and things.
Yeah.
So, so the first one, do you remember what the first one was?
It was Rob the Bass.
Rob the Bass. We had a lot of love for Rob.
Yeah.
In the comments, and people talking afterwards and stuff. But yeah, any standout moments or anything about Rob you'd like to talk about?
I just love him, like. Do you mean?
I'd like him to come back on. There's
Yeah,
stuff
do you know-
talking about.
There was I think like he made a short or something, and it's just where like you're filming his legs and the tattoos, and he brings his shorts up and he's got oh don't put that up or something, and or don't tell Will, and then you just go, who's Will? And it's just I'd love
Yeah.
to be in his mind.
I know
like.
what he meant now, yeah. But
Is it?
I just didn't go to like.
It didn't click, is it?
Yeah, straight away.
But,
But who the fuck is Will?
But like what I love about Rob, right, is he is himself. Like
Yeah, I
there's he doesn't conform to any thing.
No, I know. There's
you
only
know?
one of him.
Yeah, like
What's
all
that?
his tattoos are fucking amazing. Like,
I know.
you
He designed most of them as well. I think maybe not all of them. He just draws shit.
Is
He
it?
owes me a drawing, actually. He promised me in lockdown. He drew, he designed like a notepad cover
Yeah.
of like this fucking guy puking a surfer. Or, I don't know. It was just like the most random shit ever. Like,
Right,
I
yeah.
loved it. And he told me he'd give that to me. He told me it was a gift. He didn't have brought it.
Aye. No, he's
fucking bring it.
amazing. Like, what about you with Rob? Like,
You are?
what about you with Rob?
Yeah, well, I've known Rob for a while, and I know
Yeah.
what's that phrase from the film? There's a film where someone says, "Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas." Have you seen
Right.
that film?
Yeah.
When he's saying goodbye to the weird guy who's always goes top one down with his big belly. He says, "There he goes, one of God's prototypes."
Right.
That's Rob, one of God's fucking
Prototypes.
prototypes. Yeah, it's only one Rob.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks the same. Like everyone's got that opinion on
Yeah.
him. No one's like, "Oh, fucking, don't really get on with Rob." I don't know what it is. Like,
There's
no
no
one says
bad
that.
words.
No
like,
one
say,
ever
is there?
says it. Yeah,
you
everyone
mean?
fucking well, yeah. Well, even the people that he's pissed off,
Yeah.
there's been a good reason for that.
Right.
Usually, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but even if someone says they don't like Rob, they are the ones that are not good. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones there's something wrong with them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no
see what you mean. Nah, he's a ledge. Like,
yeah, I know. So we had Sarah after
yeah,
after
that's
Rob.
it. She's nuts.
She's
in,
bonkers.
in a good way. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, she's like one of the boys. Sarah is like
yeah.
you could say anything to Sarah, and she's not phased. She's not shocked.
Yeah.
But
Do you know, I think I seen it. Did you see a video the other day about?
she needs to do more of those.
Yeah. I think like she could have her own like TV show
Yeah, I know.
of just what goes on in her life.
Thoughts,
Do you
like-
mean?
Yeah.
Me, like, that guy who's reading her fortune and all.
Yeah, so for a little update, so Sarah she was talking to the camera, telling us a story of going to a coffee shop. She got approached by a medium, was it a medium or
Yeah,
psychic
yeah.
guy, and said, "We need to sit down for a reading." Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So she's too polite. She got a problem saying no. She can't say no to people. She sat there. And this guy was doing a reading for her or whatever. She's just trying to find any excuse to leave and stuff. Just a weird bloke. What's his name again? Pete? Was it Pete?
It might have been. I can't remember.
Yeah, odd bloke. Just a
Yeah.
random coffee shop encounter. It turns into that fucking thing for
20
her.
minutes,
Like,
it's like she said, she was there or something. wasn't it?
yeah. It couldn't have happened to anyone else though.
Do you know what though? Right, I think she could take a big positive from that because, like, she's like a yes person, and she,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like you said,
Yeah.
she actually said no about giving her number out.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like that. I think that's kind of like
Well,
a
she
good
had-
step. Like,
There are hard boundaries there, clearly. But
Yeah.
fucking. It took all that shit before she got to that boundary. Like, okay, now I'm going to say no. No,
Yeah,
you cannot
yeah.
be in my life anymore than this. Do you know what I mean?
but she might be, the next time a fortune teller goes on to her, she might just go like that straight away. No.
Yeah,
Do you
that's just
mean?
funny. Yeah, we spend a lot of time in the car. Like we do the duo now, Bellacino duo. If anyone wants to look it up for weddings and other such encounters. But yeah, so we spend a lot of time in the car, and she talks so much shit. It's hilarious, like more than me. Like,
Is it?
yeah, it's funny. Yeah,
Nah, she was lovely. I've only met her once, like from the pod. Like, she seemed lovely. Like,
Yeah,
she
she
looked a
did.
good crack. Like.
yeah. She was a good laugh. And then we have Fitness Dan after that one. I might have got these in the wrong order, by the way, so don't judge me on any of these. But yeah, Fitness Dan.
Another ledge.
Yeah, we need him on again. I think.
Yeah.
Because we just went on and on.
He's one of the most like knowledgeable guys.
Super knowledgeable, yeah.
That I've spoken with, and he's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he'll help anyone as well. Do you know what I mean? If anyone's got like a problem, and like he'll just do what he can to help out. Like,
Yeah.
he's tidy.
No,
Yeah, I
he's
like
great.
him.
I think it would be good to have him back on.
He's given up jiu-jitsu though.
Ah, is he?
Yeah, he stopped doing jiu-jitsu. So we used to have like a Sunday club for him because he couldn't train. because you like worked so much and he didn't like stop working for jiu-jitsu. I have, so I've taken a pay cut for jiu-jitsu essentially, and moved people around where I can. Do you mean my week is really chaotic because of it. There's creatures everywhere. But he doesn't want to do it, so like he's working a lot, so you can't fit it all in. So we'd have a Sunday club where we just roll together, a few of us kind of group together, and kind of we were doing that for a bit, and and he stopped now, so I'm gutted to get my milkshake on a Sunday.
He did say, didn't he, that like about the injury side of things and stuff.
Yeah,
and it would be when you're in like that line of work whether he's in, and it's you need to kind of be 100%.
It's annoying, it is, because when you can't train as much, there's the risk of injury is higher because you're rolling with people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you mean? And when you roll with someone higher, it's like you don't, unless it's the right kind of person, you don't get the same back. You know, you gotta be able to work a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if I rolled with someone like a brown or black belt and they just mowed through me all the time, I wouldn't really learn anything unless they're in the mood to like help, you know, and let me work. And do, like I said, like doing the same thing over again and trying to get me to work, like. Yeah. But like, I think, if you're in that situation where you're about to leave because of that, then you're not making much progress, you just choose your partners, like, you know. So it's fine to say no. Like, that's one thing that I pisses me off sometimes. I can't say no. If someone asks me to roll, I will roll. Right. Even if I've just had, you know, I'm on the floor, I just had the worst round and I'm breathing out my ass, like I cannot catch my breath, and someone says, "Well, roll," I will roll. Yeah. And that's one thing I've learned about myself. I can't just let it go, like, do you mean? Right. I feel like that's a win. I feel like they've won if I say no.
I see what you mean, yeah.
So it's like, that's what I've learned about like jiu-jitsu with me. It's like, I don't know. I still I can't. So I might have got that wrong. Maybe I've said no to the odd person. Yeah. But I can't remember it. I can't remember ever saying no to anyone. And every class is like a point. It's like if anyone comes up and asks me, I'm going to fucking roll with them, like, no matter who it is. So yeah, but you can. But I was gonna say it's okay to say no. It's okay. To say, oh, no, you know, I'm in a restaurant, whatever. Do you mean?
I can understand why, if he is worried about the injury side of it and it affecting his work, it makes sense, like, do you mean? Because he's by all accounts
he has been injured. Yeah, like, good, and they've been bad injuries like that have affected his work.
Yeah, so. He said he was at a thing on like a sling, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah, I can't remember. He had a bicep tear. It's a fucking massive thing for a personal trainer. Do you know
exactly.
Like, can't pick up a weight to put it on. Yeah, on the fucking stack, or whatever. And his finger exploded.
Fuck.
Yeah, so a couple of things. But
you know, like his Instagram, like you can see like the client, he's got so many, you know, clients, like he looks like it looks like he's really busy, do you mean? So
he is massive. He's really good. He's like, well, I haven't done a lot of personal trainer people, but when I was really fat, I tried to get back with a couple of people, and I couldn't really with one person who's a nice guy, but I ended up just chatting more than anything. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't really working. It wasn't really the best situation for me. I had to travel quite a bit for there's a kind of barriers there, like, okay, I've got to do this, I need the car to get over there, I need to go on this certain times, like fucking more than it needs to be. He lives on my street, do you know what I mean? So I booked in with him, and he was so enthusiastic with it. Yeah, it instilled that in me as well. So it was like, right, come on, let's go, let's fucking push now. I didn't get that from the other people that I was with, you know. Okay. Yeah. Even though I did try it, I thought just the act of going with a personal trainer was enough. Yeah. Like in my head, it's like, fuck, I've made a good decision. Now I'm gonna go and do it. But it ended up going through the same routine that I would have been if I was just going to the gym on my own. Right. But with Danielle, it was like, right, we're gonna fucking work today, you know what I mean? And then when I went to the gym, I had that same thing in my brain. So it's really good to do that with the right person. And he pushed the right buttons with me. Like he was like really good. So, and my diet thing, I can't remember that I mentioned in there, like during his podcast, like, but the way that he just changed my whole outlook on dieting and stuff. So I didn't think of anything as a diet. He gives you like, I think it's like 10 steps every week as a weekly challenge. So you got to do something to get an idea of calories and stuff. And then the next one's like protein. And like the next one of them is like, you got to order a takeaway, but it's got to be within your macros and stuff. You got to go to McDonald's, you got to order something that's in the right kind of thing. Yeah. So it's not like you can't have McDonald's, you can't have a takeaway. It's like you can have all that stuff,
within.
but think about these things.
Of course,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And if you can't nail it, then there's other ways you could do it. You can kind of phase it out through the week and stuff. So yeah, it's really amazing, like really, really good. And I haven't seen that anywhere else. Like I haven't seen anyone else do the diet thing and the fitness thing in one.
Yeah. I'm with a guy called Kuba, Nutretics, and I've been with him since I started jiu-jitsu. I've basically started jiu-jitsu, and I was like, I need to go to the gym. I need to eat better because it's taken over my life in the best way possible. So like Kuba's been awesome because there's been like a week or two where I burnt myself out and like I wasn't showing up kind of thing, like, do you mean? And I was just thinking, he's gonna fucking sack me off, like, do you mean? But he weren't at all. Like, he was so supportive, like, and he like doesn't put too much on me. Do you mean? He just so like with Coobs is like I've got like he gives me like a meal plan so I can prep and stuff. Then there's also like they'll be on the app as well, and there's it's got like your tasks for the day. So the gym, it'll be like a workout plan for the day. And stuff like that's really, really good. Like,
that's cool. I didn't have you down for that. I didn't know you doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym about three times a week as well.
Oh, cool. That's good.
So yes,
meal prep. I struggle with meal prep. I just don't do it.
Is it?
I eat shit now. I do, and I can feel myself getting fatter again.
Is it?
But the only thing that kind of sorted me out was like the competition last year, but it was like 3 months running up to it. I was it occupied everything in my brain.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's bad news for me to compete again.
Is it?
I think it is. Like I can't think of anything else. Like it was the only thing I could think about. Do you mean? It was good to do at the time. Are you going to compete at all?
I am going to do it, but no plans as of yet. I think I'd like to get like, I don't know, maybe a year. Do you mean? I'd rather someone come up to me and say, "Oh, you were ready."
I don't think you'll ever feel ready.
Is it?
You won't feel ready, even if you've been doing it for years. Like, yeah. So, I did mine as 6 months in, and I didn't feel ready at all. But I was kind of like I was beating a lot of other white belts. And I was getting tapped some blue belts at the time. I think I was starting to get some of the higher belts as well.
Right.
Doesn't mean that they were warranted. It's just people were making mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Like capitalize on it quick, like.
Yeah.
But, I couldn't like. I didn't have any sequences, like, you know, it was just, like when I did the competition, it was just a struggle. Two white belts smashed against each other. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought it'd be someone else who thinks of it the same way that I do, like trying to find a system, trying to find a way to take them down, and then go to that. It was just all stiff arms, throw in and jerking and stuff.
Right.
I'd concede the takedown, so I'd lose point, and they just pinned me, and I couldn't do anything. Like.
Right.
So it wasn't. I didn't get submitted or anything. I wasn't completely annihilated by these people, but they played the points much, much better than me.
Yeah.
So the points thing isn't for me really. But yeah. So I probably won't do it if I'm going to do it, I'll do it later. But I need to get in shape. I need to cut down. And stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, it just occupies so much of my life when I'm competing. Now I'm relaxed. I can chill out.
Yeah.
I use it as an outlet. When I do jiu-jitsu, I know I burn so many calories when I'm doing it. I eat what I want on those days. So I just eat like shit, like 3 or 4 days a week. Sometimes that spills over to the other remaining days.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get fat again. So yeah, we had Jonathan.
Yeah, what a lush guy. Like.
Yeah, I know. All the musicians love Jonathan. I don't think it connected with a lot of the ones that are not musicians. Like no one really would care. But like the history of blues, I loved it. I loved that one so much. There's so much knowledge, like specific knowledge, and you can tell he's just he just lives
blood,
that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, just
blood.
talking to him, he just seems so much older than he is as well. Like I forgot to ask how old he was. Was he?
I think he's
around our
mid-30s. Like I think so.
He just seems older. Like
do you know, like when I sniffed his guitar. So a sentence I thought I'd never say. That's going to be a core memory for me, like, because I don't know, I could feel the fucking age of it, like it was bizarre, like, and I was afraid playing it to him. I went straight to my shitty, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing chords.
Brains do.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, there was something about that moment that it was awesome. Like I felt privileged in a way for him to have actually let us have a go. Like
I know, never have that experience again.
Yeah,
at no point. There's hardly anyone that will get that chance to play guitar that's over 100 years old. Like,
yeah,
it's mad. Like,
it was cool. Like you know, when you can see the age as well as smell it, like it was, yeah.
Missed his gig though, didn't we?
I know. I feel so bad.
I didn't plan to go anyway because I had stuff going on and stuff. Like midweek is difficult for me anyway. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish he was a bit more online. I wish he was more again on Instagram so we could tag him and stuff, and like people would know where his gigs are and stuff because it's hard to find him. It's difficult to find. I only just pinned him down to ask him to come on, like by sending a message to all the different things, and he managed to look at it and said, "Oh, don't spend much time on you."
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to have him back on, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
We'll
like,
have a jam, like.
Yeah.
The thing is,
that'd be lush.
I forgot to say this at the beginning. So we did plan a song, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we'll put that up on Instagram when it's done. I don't know whether we can. I found it again, so I don't know whether we can kind of resend it to people over
Right,
on
okay.
it, or we'll just do it as it is.
Yeah. I'll check some bass on
it
there later. You could do a bit as well.
Yeah. So we try and make it something good. But the plan was to make to write a song where every guest adds a layer to this like little snippet of a song, where like 15-30 seconds long.
Yeah.
We got to a few of them, but then it got difficult because we were finishing so late. It's like I don't think people wanted to stay longer anyway. It's like, okay, now we just spent time talking for 2 hours. It's 9 o'clock. Or it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Let me just load this up. We'll just spend some time recording now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't know. We kind of fizzled out with that one.
We could still do it like the next season now. Like when I think when we've got a bit, like we've talked about getting more structured and things like that.
Yeah.
I think perhaps we could do it next time. Like
I think something like that's quite good.
You could perhaps like edit it for each episode, so like the last person's ideas on there. Like
yeah. I know it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And the drawing thing I wanna have a go at as well. Like we could just have a big piece of paper and someone adds something to a drawing or something. You know? Just something quick and easy for those people that are not musicians.
Yeah.
It's like Fitness Dan, what the fuck is he gonna do? shout, go on, last one more.
He
rep.
could read a bit of a book.
He could do, yeah. Knowledge brings.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. After Jonathan, then we had the podcast that never was.
Yeah.
The episode, the Lost Archive episode. Can we? Cause you didn't want to be on there. Should we just allowed to name? I know you said his name earlier on, but we can cut it out.
Okay.
Don't know. What do you think? Are we allowed to say his name or talk about him?
I'll just say that it was a very good episode.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, it was very nice.
We said a lot
and
about
not because of that part, which was the controversial part, like, do you mean? But it was just nice to, because I'd never actually met him.
No, I haven't either. I thought you had. I thought you were.
No, I don't think I had, because I was in like I was in a group chat and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, in the flesh, and like we'd cross paths.
Yeah,
like.
no, a really nice bloke.
Yeah.
And,
it was great. Like.
Yeah, well, active musician in the real time kind of scene right now. We had a lot of information about people. We could really help people. Like,
yeah.
So I gutted that one is in the Lost Archives. It's not gone. It's just archived.
Yes.
If there's a way that there may be more archived episodes, maybe we can compile them in future. I don't know. Why is my computer going nuts?
Do I?
My computer's going nuts. I think it's okay. It's going to take off now.
Do you go check? Oh, you're right.
It's fine. I think it's still plodding away. You can hear the gears kind of whirring.
The gears are turning.
Yeah.
But yeah, like yeah, it was great, and perhaps one day, like you say, we'll check it.
Yeah.
Check it on.
Yeah. Cassius.
Yeah, lovely guy.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I loved the fact that he was eating chips at the start. Like that's still.
Yeah,
it was so good.
By the time we got to that one, I was really kind of relaxed about kind of starting it and stuff. I know he said like it's better to like introduce them properly.
Right.
We kind of just lost it by then. But yeah, there was a bit of weirdness with that one as well because we had to pull up the night before, innit? So yeah, like some personal stuff going on. He didn't want any attention and things, so
yeah.
That was delayed for a little while. But I'm so glad that came out because
yeah.
it's nice to get someone like local talking about like how we got started and all that kind of things. Really interesting is how he took it, what he's learned from boxing into like the business world, like. And I think if young people took that advice on board, you'd end up with less sheep. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like I was talking about this the other day with my students because now's the time everyone going into year 10 or year 9, depending on what school they're in. Sometimes year 8, they got to choose their GCSEs. Yeah. And they are told by everyone in their school life that they need to know what they want to do now. You know, in year 7 is the most important year of your life, you know. Then they go into year 8. Year 8 is the most important year of your life. They keep getting told this fucking thing. And the whole education system is designed to make people who follow orders, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not
Well, there was. Do you remember Normis from Baglan? I think he lived on the corner from you. Simon Rees.
Yeah.
So I seen him right a few years ago. I love Normis. Like he's a hell of a boy. When we left school on the results day, he was like, "Oh, Purse, how many results? How many GCSEs do you get?" I said one, because I had one C in fucking DT, and he was like, "Oh, I could spell fudge with mine," right? And then fast forward, like, I don't know, say like 4 or 5 years ago, I seen him in a petrol station. And I was like, oh, I was like, what are you doing these days? And he was like, I make bombs, right? So he works in like quarries and stuff.
Yeah.
So like he makes the explosives to blow the rocks up. And,
That's cool.
You know, I don't know how it works. Like,
Yeah, that's
but like I
interesting.
literally said to him, I said, I bet you didn't expect to be doing that when you're in school. Like, do you know what I mean? Like in school, like you say, they condition you to like follow those like 10 subjects or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you got to pick where you go from there.
I know.
You
Well,
know?
You think that those subjects have anything to do with the job that you're going to do outside. So all you can think of is, oh, I want to be a geography teacher.
Yeah.
I want to be a physics teacher.
Yeah.
None of those things actually say how those lessons relate to real world things.
Yeah.
You just, you see in college, oh, wait, I can learn psychology. That'd be more interesting. So what do I need for that? You got to know maths, English, whatever. You know, the same shit you've got to learn. But like, it's just to get to that thing. It's just to learn about psychology, and then that leads to something else. Maybe you want to be a psychiatrist or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything just leads to that. But like GCSEs, I think are bullshit. Like I don't think they teach you anything. Like I wish I learned more business stuff in school, social stuff.
Yeah.
Like how to interact with people, how to spot the kind of people going through shit. Do you know what I mean? People struggling. I think people can tend to show similar kind of signs and stuff, and then like how to read through it. Like that's important stuff, like life stuff that's important to use and it'll affect someone.
Yeah.
And I saw something the other day, something popped up. Apparently, A students, if you get all A's, they end up working for the government because they do what they told. So all through school, they've met quotas, they've met deadlines, and they've done the best they can because someone in authority has told them, you need to do this. So they've done it to the best of their ability, and they go through it, and they work for the government kind of thing. Then, and they're happy working for a higher authority.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what
Yeah.
what the whole thing is about, basically. Then there's like the B students. They still have done what they told, but they're just not good enough. They've tried their best, but their best isn't quite
Right.
there. So they end up working for companies like Tesco's, whatever, still doing what they told. They still want to please the man. Do you know what I mean? And then the lower people, the ones who don't achieve stardom with it all, they're not A's, they're not B's, maybe C's, maybe below. Sometimes they, this kind of mixed bag, but that's where the people who are against authority are. Maybe they're completely able to do everything that they need to do to get like A and beyond, but they just don't like authority.
Don't like being told.
They don't like being told what to do, and they don't know what to do with their life then. Like they're fucked. Like they leave school thinking, fuck, I failed everything. What the fuck am I going to do? Start your own business,
Yeah.
Like that's the answer.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're not told. They're not told that. They told like
They you got, like you say, you got the ones who are like attaining the high grades and they are happy to work for the authority, but then like those ones then they need to be the authority. Like they need to be the ones who govern themselves.
yeah.
Do you mean? Because
I know they're not told. You're not taught how to be the authority.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you get people who are just not good. The ones that can't do it. They might try, but they're not quite good enough. They're kind of hit and miss. But then a lot of the people, like I failed my maths because I hated my teacher. My teacher called me Steve after 2 years. It's like, and if you open my book, this is GCSE time now. Exams were coming up and stuff. Never did any coursework. We had to do like statistics. Never understood it. Didn't want to.
Yeah.
All he did was read from a textbook, write down onto a board. Then everyone in the class would write what's on the board in their book. I was like, he'd answer questions in a way that wouldn't teach anyone anything. Do you know what I mean?
just tell you what the answer is.
Yeah,
kind of thing,
he
like.
didn't have a different way to show different people. Like if it didn't connect, like he's just explained that to this person. I don't know what it means, so he gets pissed off at me for not listening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
I just didn't connect with him. He wasn't engaging. Didn't make it, real world applicable or anything. everything was applicable.
Yeah.
Everything that we learned in maths was applicable. People say it's not. It's just down to the teacher. Teacher needs to teach properly. But like, I just didn't want to give him the satisfaction of passing whatever. He had no authority over me. He opened my book and it was pictures of fucking my own hand and stuff. I was doodling people in the class and that. It's just like there's no maths in there.
I need to see those doodles.
I've got them. They got them somewhere.
Do you know, like, we were talking about like the C students. Like I just said, I was a C student.
Yeah, I was.
And like, do you know what? When I left school, I literally had a job within a few weeks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like Carl, I was working in KFC, so I ended up going into KFC straight away. Like, and I didn't have a fucking summer. Like, but and that also goes because of my parents. Like my father and my mother were like, right, you need a job now.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me, what do you want to do now then? Do you want to go to college or anything?
Yeah.
And I think it's because they themselves were from that C
work.
C kind of generation, not C generation, sorry.
I know you mean.
That band, like.
Yeah.
And so that kind of just follows then. You're going to be a worker. You're not going to have your own business. You're not going to be not like they were trying to like say you're not going to be anyone. It's just like, this is what you have to do because this is what I know.
It's a normal thing. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I think like if you think about it, when you go back when civilization is, like, how would you educate people and what do you want those people to be? Do you know what I mean? As a whole, how could you educate everyone? You're not going to have one person teach someone, like my one-to-one guitar lessons. Do you know what I mean? That turns into fucking philosophy half the time. And I'm helping these kids think about what they want to do for a career and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what each person needs. Do you know what I mean? But you can't do that because there's not enough people to fucking teach. Like, it's down to the families to do that. Like, school doesn't do that. School like I said, teaches a population of people to do what they are told or go into higher education at different levels. It's like a funnel, and people drop off at certain areas. The people who give up first, so if they don't attain GCSEs, if they don't do very well, like you, go straight into work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like me as well. I had I think 8 GCSEs, I think, something like that, 7 or 8.
Nice.
I just didn't like maths. Like, now that says a lot about the fucking teacher. Like, I was completely able to.
Yeah.
Didn't like the teacher. But like, yeah, so like I was just clueless. Like, you don't know what you want to be until you're in your 20s. I don't think you should.
Yeah.
The people who do a lot of the time end up in the wrong position. Like, you would end up learning, end up doing like a bullshit degree in film studies or something.
Right.
It doesn't lead to a job at the end.
Right.
It's just they're told that education is the way forward. You can get paid loads if you get to the end of this course. Get to the end of the course, okay, I'll just work in a cinema now.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You're still in the same position as if you left school, went straight into a job. Now you got all this fucking debt. So again, that's another viewpoint. A lot of people say the whole thing is designed to keep you in debt.
Right.
But fuck knows, I'm not a conspiracy theorist really. Could probably look into it as much as you want.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the best way to teach people, and I don't know what the answer would be. But like, it's more like some places teach actual skills. Like, some 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds have never touched a screwdriver before. They don't know how to change a fucking light bulb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's
normal skills like that. Like working with wood, working with your hands, understanding how this gear fits this and why this spins, and like actual, like how things work.
Yeah.
And then that helps people understand a bit more. Like, if cooking in school was more engaging and more fun, I wish I did cooking. But there was a thing in it's like, you do cooking, you're gay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love cooking. Like, I love it. I know I've always said, if I wasn't a musician, I would much rather be a chef. I'd love to be a chef.
You still do it though.
Yeah, exactly. I do cook, and I still get enjoyment.
Yeah, but like what I mean is that's the kind of job where you could start any time. Like,
yeah,
any
exactly.
age. You could just train in the house, do perhaps a course in the night or something, and.
Yeah, but people do it today.
Yeah.
Like, people, you have a baby, or like during lockdown and stuff, people just get baking. They just start baking cakes. That's a fucking business now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
So you can, and like, how would you do that? Like, those are the things that you need to teach. Like, how do you start a business? In Glenavon, it was kind of the lower attainment kids that had access to business.
Yeah.
It was like the business studies class. It was the class you went to if you weren't in set 1 for everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the way that like people viewed it. It was like, it wasn't stupid people, because those people are now owning their own business, earning a lot more than me.
That's it.
But it just might have been that, like I said, that tier of people who didn't like authority, and maybe that was the school's way to try to give them something as useful.
Yeah.
But really, everyone should have learned it.
Yeah.
But I think it was just for those people, because they realized that they are not going to listen to people. They're not going to achieve it, like A's and B's and stuff. It's like, okay, so maybe we want to get them something. But yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know what the answer is to education.
Do you know, like a lot of people, like a lot of people in school now, if they're not very good academically, they put them into trades, don't they? Like
Yeah.
in school. So like they might not go to a maths class, they'll go to like bricklaying and carpentry.
Okay.
And I always feel like that people will like look down on the people who are in those classes because they're not intelligent.
Yeah.
But like you say, like they're the ones who go on to start their own businesses, and they might get a fucking multi-million-pound contracts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they've started their own building company.
Yeah.
And it's gone fucking massive. But they will always start off as the bitch.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
They leave school, they do their apprenticeship. You're the bloody mule for a bit, you know, like carrying the bricks, and then you start laying them, and
You need
it. Like
you need a work ethic to be. You
Yeah.
can't just go straight into it. Like the people who go through education up to the top and on. It's like they want it. They expect they've done that's work to them. Like for me, like work is getting dirty, you know, and doing things that take time and effort and stuff. But I think I was going to say something. Yeah, there were people in my school, the lower tier, the ones who like what is it, JURNOS?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the S kids. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some of them didn't achieve anything in school. It was kind of a waste of time. They were smoking, getting into fights, and maybe they had issues like at home and stuff that they weren't in school. You know, they just fuck off. They just mitching and all that. Some of them, and now like I think one's like a quantity surveyor, like fucking really really good job. Like
Yeah.
it was just for him. School wasn't the right situation. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't the way that he learns.
Yeah.
So obviously he found some way of actually focusing all this shit that's been going on, and fairly quickly he got a qualification, or whatever, quantity surveying, did what he needed to do to get this job that changed his life completely. Like a lot of those people has ended up with fucking drug addicts and carried on not giving a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
But like that one in particular, I remember, like he's got a really good job and doing really well. Do you know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, I know. It's just school, like.
Do you know what's weird? I find that like a man and a woman, they have sex.
Oh god,
Right?
this is gonna be good.
They have sex, then they have a baby, and then they don't sign anything, right?
Yeah.
That says that you have to send your child to school, but you have to send your child to school, and if you don't send your child to school, you get fined. But you haven't signed fuck all. So where are these fines coming from? Like where does it say that legally you have to send your child to school? Because like,
Well, you don't know. You can do homeschooling.
yeah, but like
You've got to
how
sign
would
up
you
for
how
that,
would you but who would you have to sign up to? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. It's a government thing. I think.
Yeah, no,
every kid is kind of
Do you know what I'm saying?
counted. Yeah, I think every child is accounted for and needs not instructors. What the fuck? Like people to be in charge of it and look after it.
Yeah.
So like by law, it's like they don't imagine if they don't check up on every kid, and then there's some houses that are fucking like dumps and there's shit everywhere. Parents can fuck off. They don't know the kids exist in no smart kid house kind of thing, and
Just to keep
you
everything in
don't
check.
fucking want that. Like yeah, imagine not knowing that a child exists. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
I see that.
There's a good point to it where if a child isn't socialized by the age of 3, there's a chance they're going to be a psychopath. Really, they don't know how to read people's faces. They don't know how to empathize. They don't know how to act in social situations. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just feel school's forced. Do you know what I mean? I think it is forced. And like the fact that you can't take your child out to school to go on holiday and stuff.
Oh, we do.
Do
I
you
don't
mean?
give a fuck about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
But like you can get fined, can you? Like, do you mean?
Yeah, you can do. But
Like-
I don't care about that.
Yeah, because a good friend of ours, right? He was he was never in school, and his mother used to get like in trouble. Not like she didn't go to jail or anything, but she was getting in trouble for it. Like
Yeah.
and it's nuts. Like
You get warnings, like written warnings. Like we've in the past we've told the school before, like taking the kids out for holidays. We don't really care what happens. Just telling you so that you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they've said, look, you're gonna get a letter. I know you told me. It's just like the way that it is.
Yeah.
It's automated. You're gonna get a letter like as a warning type thing.
Right.
But they said, oh, you just ignore it. Don't worry about it.
Is it?
I mean, yeah. If you get a fine, you get a fine. But like, Yeah, no, we don't. I don't like complying to that because almost like again, you can look at it like someone is trying to make money off of it somewhere. Do you know what I mean? By making sure everyone's going on holiday at the same time when everything's the most expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. Again, I'm not a conspiracy guy. We should get one on.
Yeah.
Get like a
Well,
full-on conspiracy nutcase.
I try not to go too deep.
Partake. Yeah. Yeah.
I try to control that. But Cass was class.
He was really.
He
good.
was
I
very
enjoyed
good.
Cassius. He warmed up towards the end. I think people fall into like a false sense of security in it, isn't they?
Right.
So like coming in with chips and just munching away and just chatting and stuff. And I think we fucking roll in.
Yeah.
So I had to cut out a bit,
Yeah.
like where he's a bit too like relaxed and said things that include like involved other people. I mean, nothing bad, but it's like
Yeah.
I think I'm safer that way.
Yeah. No, he was lush, man.
Yeah, I know. He's a lovely bloke.
I think he's gonna do well. Like, do you mean? And
Yeah, well,
he seems to be doing
I've
well.
seen the stuff he's been putting up lately, like the running club on a Sunday.
Yeah.
They got a DJ there on a Sunday now.
That's class.
It's like it's booming in it. I heard it from like I'm walking through town. I don't go to town at all, really. There's no other reason to go to town, but for Cass's coffee
Nice,
place,
like-
Tableau Coffee.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of anything. The Tableau shop, the clothes shop, Sample Tableau. Yeah, I don't like buy shit I got every day. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no other reason to be there. I can't think of any other reason to be in town. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all like fucking suitcase shops or Greg's holiday shops, fucking toys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's nothing like you can't like mooch around the shop or anything. It's a bit of a shit town, isn't it?
It is. I think it does need a massive facelift inside.
Everything's
Like,
closing. Like Wilkinson's gone. That's a whole space they could make into like a kids' play area. That'd be really
yeah.
good. Do you know what I mean?
Everything's digital now. Seeing it. Like, I think Wilkinson's is still going, but just online.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
it's
deteriorating.
sad, really.
Yeah, there's loads of places that are just kind of closing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that place is booming though. Cass's place.
Good.
And then the last one was Jackson.
It was. Yeah.
First time I met Jackson.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like I don't know, it's just, he is who he is, isn't it? With Jackson, I think with all of them, like everyone's like, there's no pretending to be someone.
No.
You know what I mean?
He's like I've known Jackson since I was a kid, and he's the same. Like,
Yeah,
do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
I
He
know,
is
you can
exactly
tell.
same.
I didn't know he was a Valindra boy. Is he Valindra?
Yeah. Yeah.
person?
So he moved there when he was a bit. He moved there when he was. I think he said he was about 10 or something like that.
Okay, all right.
But
and I forgot to ask, like, why he was in Yorkshire. Like, why?
yeah.
You just mentioned at the beginning. Someone asked me, or someone left a comment, asked me somewhere, like, why the fuck is he in Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Should have asked. Like.
I think, don't quote me, but I think he might have had a girlfriend up there.
Okay,
I think.
I'll clip that. That'll be a direct quote.
Yeah.
Fact.
But yeah, he's lovely, like, do you mean? And I like you could. He's got stories for days. And
I know. It's
do you mean, like?
storyteller. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
He's
funny.
good, and I like his music as well. And I hope that I hope something comes for him because one of his songs was on the Radio 4 the other day as well. Wasn't it?
Yeah, and he was on the Steel documentary thing.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh,
I
was
think.
it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Alright.
I think Radio 4 played that.
I got it.
Do you mean?
Yeah, no, it's good. He's like Cassius, like really community driven.
Very.
But he's the same as us, like fully like, committed to creating like I don't know, cultivating a creative community, you know.
Yeah.
And he can see the same thing that I can see. It's like there's a bit of a boom at the moment of people who wanting to be creative in Port Talbot, and like he wants to give people a stage to do it. Like,
Yeah. 100%.
so yeah, so good. I'm looking forward to see like what else he comes up with. He wants us on in Irene's as well.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
good.
Yeah, so keep an eye out on Jackson's socials to see
Yeah.
the Riff boys riffing out.
Because we've said that we're going to try and go mobile with it as well, and we.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Like at the end, we'll talk about like our plans for the future.
Yeah, cool.
But
But like, yeah, I hope it kicks off for Jackson. I really do because he's just fucking like you say, he loves it, like, dude, and he deserves it, I think.
yeah, I think people like Jackson do tend to, I don't know, he's suited better for it than I am. I think. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the gigging constantly. I never like to be talking to people.
Right, aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm there to play and gig. If there's someone there that I speak to, I will speak to. But I've said before, I'm always afraid of being fully myself because I'll say something stupid or offensive. So yeah, but yeah, there's no risk of that with Jackson. He's just, I don't know, he's just friendly to everyone.
Aye.
I mean, you can tell everywhere he goes, he's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, his podcast on YouTube's got the most play.
Yeah. Oh, is
So,
there? I haven't checked.
I had a look this morning, I think, because I was looking at something, and he's on the most.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's
So he's winning.
him and then Sarah, like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
battle of the sexes.
Yeah, I think Sarah's well. The reason Sarah's was because there was that little underground of musicians that wanted to Europe,
Aye.
and she mentioned a lot of the like some stuff about it, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then and then the other one just fucking blew up. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's good that we actually, we do have a little cult following now.
Yeah.
There are people that like us. I saw Fash in town the other day, and I didn't think that he'd know me. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know him like that well.
Yeah.
But I obviously know who he is, say hello and stuff. And I had the boys with me. I was like, can I ask for your autograph now, Wen?
Is it?
Yeah. So I say hello to the boys and stuff, like to my two little boys.
Yeah.
But I never really had that much of interaction. It's just because we do this. It's like,
that's cool.
yeah. It's just nice like to bump into people like that. We got invited to the Shunkfest.
Yes.
So we got a poster and he would put up behind us.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was good. We had like, what was it? Like press entry, wasn't it?
Aye.
So it
was lush.
it was good. It was really good.
Like the bands that were there, like.
Was there any stand-up ones for you?
So Art and Saloon Dion.
Which one? Yeah, Art. I remember Art. Like, they were amazing. I loved them.
Yeah.
Saloon Dion. They were the last ones.
That's it. Yeah.
Looks a bit like I want to say like not Alan Partridge, like Rob Brydon type person or someone else.
Right.
I don't know. And maybe it's the different I'm thinking of. He reminded me of someone. I couldn't put my finger on who it was.
It? Like that from that kind of TV personality kind of.
Yeah. Do you have hair like you wish?
I
like
think
curtains?
so. The singer did, yeah. But the guitarist was quite heavy on the vocal side of things as well, wasn't he? They had that good Manchester vibe, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like they were all from all over the UK, weren't they?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was all local people. Like,
Well, I messaged Gav the other day from Avondales, and he was saying that, like, a few of them want to come back. Like,
yeah.
do you mean I'm playing in the cafe? Because it's a cafe. He calls it a cafe. Do you mean?
Yeah.
And which I find crazy, like, but it is, isn't it?
Oh, Jackson said it's an off license.
But like, like a few of them want to come back. So like that speaks volumes for how well that festival was put together.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
The fact that they had a full PA system, screens, with a time limit for the band and everything. It was really pro done. Like,
yeah, it was good.
I'm looking forward to next year. Like,
yeah, the band, the bands are good as well. They weren't shit. Like they were like, even though it was, like, what's the word? Like, not indie. What's the word when it's kind of on its own?
Independent. Like,
independent. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like fully independent. Like there wasn't any
signed acts. Like,
there's no signed acts. There's no kind of big corporation like putting the stickers everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like,
That's
it
it.
was sponsored. I don't know whether I think it was sponsored by Ava. There wasn't a big banners saying fucking
sponsored by Amazon.
Yeah. Like it was just down to earth,
grassroots. Is that right?
Yeah, that feel to it. Like,
do you know what was really cool?
They were
about
really
it?
established bands, weren't they?
Yeah, but like, do you know, like, I thought was really cool was the fact that, like, it was all original music, and people were interested.
Yeah,
but no one fucking thought,
I don't know whisper.
Yeah, like,
stereophonics.
Do you mean like it was people were actually the people who were there to see original music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which was cool.
Yeah, I know people really get into it. Remember that drunk guy?
Oh, yeah.
First one to take his top off. I think it ended like everyone had their tops off on stage. By the end of it. I missed the end of it.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was brilliant,
really,
man. It's they got a really good thing going on there with that, and like I would like to have done all 3 days.
Yeah.
But like, just life, innit? Sometimes you can't make it. And
I know it happens. It wasn't a last minute thing. I think I wanted to go down there anyway. But like, you just can't commit that much time. It's just a full weekend. It's like a Glastonbury, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's good.
Glastonbury where you can walk home, which is nice. A little touch, like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's good. So we'd have like footage and all that kind of stuff. I put some more shots up of that because I haven't really done anything with that footage yet.
Right.
I mean, I took my camera, took loads of footage, so we'd have some stuff come up there.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we got some questions. So I invited some of our audience to ask us questions. We've only got 2. So one of them is from Bean. Who is your all-time ultimate guest, dead or alive, that you'd like on?
Would like on?
And I haven't thought about this yet, actually.
I am a big, massive Dave Grohl fan. Like,
oh, that'd be good at the moment as well. You can ask him
Yeah.
on his drama.
Yeah, I could ask him like, oh,
Or get in touch with his people.
I'd just be like, was she worth it? Do you mean? Is she hot?
Well, at the time, it's going to be yes. But then, like, you know, I don't know. There's a moment of clarity after the deed is done, in I think. Like,
Yeah.
you should never make a big decision when you're horny,
True.
ever. Just bust one out.
Yeah.
And then you won't want to buy that car then. Or you won't want to buy that new guitar and then got a completely different perspective.
Yeah.
That's what I do anyway.
It's one of those
Before
things
every
though where
big
like
decision.
I suppose because I've seen so many interviews with Dave Grohl actually, I probably know quite a lot about him already.
Yeah.
But I'd say like from a local perspective, I think I'd really like to have a conversation with Anthony Hopkins
Yeah, that'd be good.
because like what a life he must have had.
I've seen his videos of him just going nuts at
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, they're really close.
Did you see the one with Ian McKellen the other day and they just dancing in his house? I think it was Ian McKellen's birthday because they both like late 70s, early 80s now, eh?
I think so.
And they both still full of life dancing and
I like him. Yeah.
do you know what I
like
mean?
him.
I think he must have. He's probably got some stories.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Brad?
Well, I got a few favorite people. My two favorite people are Billy Connolly.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'd love Billy Connolly to come on. I just feel like just a nice guy. Like, he's
Yeah.
just, yeah,
He's had a bit of a life too, hasn't he?
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
I think
early
so.
life was quite bad, I think, wasn't it? And then
I don't know. It's just tough. Just tough. I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like a lot of people are like that. Like my father was, I think, one of a lot. Like there's a big bunch of them living in a flat. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right, right.
So like pissing in a bucket. And like stories my father said about one of the brothers chucking a fag out the window and it bounced back in. My father went up in flames, so they had to chuck a bucket of piss on him to put it out. Like,
what?
yeah, and that's like that shit kind of happened. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa!
But, yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Loads of them living in the same room, and one of the brothers was smoking. Went to flick a fag out the window, turn on, and go to sleep. It bounced off and landed on my father's bed.
Bloody
He
hell!
went up, like his mother, when my grandmother smelled smoke, bust in, and there's just a bucket that everyone used to piss in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the toilets are always out the back or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And
of course.
she just picked up the bucket of piss and chucked it.
Oh Christ! Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I know. Those are the days. But like, that's kind of Billy Connolly's days. You know, Scotland is probably worse. It's
Yeah,
rough
yeah.
as fuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, but obviously he's come out of that with a really interesting look on life. Like, you know, everyone goes through kind of shit, don't they? But he's still a really nice guy, like
Yeah.
super nice person. And I wish everyone thought like him. I wish he led the world.
Right.
you know what I
He
mean?
was the teacher that you were referring to earlier. Like, do you know, in?
Which one?
No, like you're saying, like like you said, there can't just be one teacher for everyone.
Oh, right.
But like,
yeah.
But like
Yeah,
he
he'd be
would
mine.
actually fit the bill. Like.
Yeah, actually, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If he could, yeah, he should be in charge of every country. And then the other one then is Mark Rubier.
Ah, nice.
He's kind of equally he kind of same kind of outlook, all happy and like nice and stuff, but then he doesn't give a fuck what he says. He's just not, yeah, I like Mark Rubier too.
How was that gig?
It was really good. Yeah, it was I didn't drink all that much. I was drinking a bit. I was full. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But like London in general, I don't like London. It's just, I don't know. I can't remember if I've said this on you, but you know, like you got to park outside London, get a train into London, go from this place in London to somewhere else, then from there to somewhere else. I don't know where I am. If I
Right.
don't know physically where I am, if I can't look up and see where the sun is and know where north is, I'm just lost.
Disoriented.
Yeah,
Like,
it felt like, you know, like you're in a game, say you're in GTA and you fast travel from one place to another place, or
Yeah.
you click a button and you end up somewhere else. That's what it's like. It's like I get onto a tube and fast traveling from where I am to somewhere else, just walk out and do different fucking scenery.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not in control of that. Do you know what I mean? I just didn't like it. Like London, I just don't like London. The gig was amazing though.
Good.
It was like a big kind of arena and stuff. And everything's improvised with Mark Ruby.
Yeah,
Nothing is planned. So like he started off, the first thing he did was like, and that was it. It felt like he was warming up his lips. The same
Right.
thing I do on the way to a gig and stuff. But he looped that. He pitched it and changed it so that it was like it became like his musical thing, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
theme that he used.
Yeah.
And then he just built this whole song around. He's going fucking nuts. His big inflatable things on stage, just booting into the crowd. He was doing crowd dives all the time.
Is it?
Yeah, and he didn't end the gig properly. Like, they turned him off in the end
Right.
because he was inviting people up. He played some songs at the end. He said, "What do you want? What songs do you want?" And everyone's shouting the Flamingo song and Get in the Pool and all that.
Right.
And when he played Get in the Pool, like he was just saying, "Go get in the pool, everyone, just fucking come get in the pool." And all security kind of keep it gluey, and they just overwhelmed the security. The stage was just full of people in like dressed like him, this like
the
kimono.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the one. Yeah,
He was in his pants, like, and it was just I couldn't see him. There's just people everywhere.
Yeah,
And he said, "Out the way! I need to see the audience." And he's just he kept it going and stuff. Yeah, they just pressed stop in the end, and everyone just kind of left. Like,
he's a ledge.
yeah, it was amazing. Like the courage it takes to just go on stage and not have anything planned. Like it's mad. I wish I could do it. Like both Billy Connolly and him, they both do things that I wish that I could do. Do you know what I mean? Like those are skills that's like you seem to be born with that.
Right, I see.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just being able to affect people in such a positive way. Both of them. I'd like to know where it comes from. Like that's what I would ask.
Yeah.
There's loads of people I'd like to ask to talk about, like Jeff Buckley. I'd love to chat Jeff Buckley, David Bowie. He'd be a fun one.
Yeah. Tell you who likes Buckley is Stucky.
Oh, is it?
Massive fan.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
massive fan. Like,
You know, you surprised me twice with him.
is it?
With your knowledge on Stucky.
Do you know, Billy Connolly? Have you seen him when he talks about the word fuck? Why he thinks it's the most beautiful language, beautiful word in the English language?
No.
It's so funny. He says no, fuck off. It is. He said, I don't. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. He said you could be in Tibet and it could be someone fucking with your bags. And if you say, hey, fuck off, they'll know exactly what you mean. He said it's like it doesn't mean anything. It just those words are.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful pair of words.
The documentary on him is good. He's playing banjo and stuff, and he's losing his skill because he's old. Like he's still trying to play the banjo and that. Yeah, he's good. Like it's just little interviews of like those little things he says.
Right,
yeah, it's a really nice guy.
Yeah, the image of Riley's father in my head then in Riley's wedding. He's stripping off with the pants.
I had Billy Connolly vibes from him as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a funny wedding. That was. And we had another one for Sarah. Have you necked anyone on the podcast?
Not yet.
We've necked.
Yeah, but not on a public platform.
Oh, right. I thought we've necked a few times.
Any of the guests?
Yeah, have you necked any of the guests?
The guests.
Or anyone at all? No. I've necked Rob, I think.
Is it?
I must have necked Rob. He's on my stag do. So, and I was dressed like a gimp.
Right.
And I'm sure I must have. I think I necked him against his will. But
was he sleeping?
can't remember. Yeah, I've done a few like weird things.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
We've definitely necked.
We've necked, yeah.
Yeah, the other guys.
I don't think anyone else. No, Sarah. No, Fitness Dan, Jonathan. No. Yeah, maybe one day.
But I suppose like with Fitness Dan, you've rolled together, which is you've been this close to necking.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
You could have necked.
Yeah, you do. Like sometimes you can taste their breath.
Yeah.
You're that close to someone.
Like a beef burrito.
Yeah, or cleanliness in jiu-jitsu. Like, have you got any things in jiu-jitsu like bug you or annoy you that people do or don't do? Or?
No, I haven't picked up anything yet. What's yours?
Like people who walk off the mat without putting stuff in their feet,
right?
And people who walk on the mat with shoes in their feet.
Okay, I got you.
Mean?
Yeah.
So
I always like
drive me nuts.
If there's some other person's sliders on the floor, I'll always step on it to take a drink.
Yours.
Yeah, but or just to have a drink or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like people, there's some smelly people. Like I'll shower before I go out, like I brush my teeth, sort of coffee breath.
Yeah, I'll always have a brush as well.
Yeah, I don't like coffee breath and like nails.
Yeah,
nails like trimmed and stuff. I think I gouged someone ages ago, but I had short nails. Like I think it's because I clipped them that day.
Right.
When you clip them, they more sharp.
I got it.
So I file them now as well. I've learned from that. I took a big chunk out of someone's leg.
Is it? Shit.
And plasters. If you put a normal plaster on something, it doesn't stay on. May as well just not put anything on.
Yeah.
I made that mistake before. Like I had a plaster on something. I can't remember what it was. Like a broken toe, I think it was. And it came off. I didn't really know where it was. Like, and it was just gone.
Is it?
So someone had picked it up. Someone had cleaned that up, and someone had thought, "Oh, that fucking smelly fuck." Just leaving plasters around. Like, no one said anything, but I know someone thought it. I mean,
right? I see.
The plaster thing. I need you thing. Yeah. So plans for season 3 then. So we've discussed this. We spent a bit of time talking about it. So Yeah. What are your plans? What do you want to get out of season 3?
I think we should keep it going in the same trajectory where we're having guests, because I think that's really helped with the podcast. I think it's a good way forward, isn't it? Do you mean?
Yeah, I like getting different perspectives on different industries. Like,
Yeah,
do you mean?
yeah, and I love that it's all local. You know, it's nice. Like, it's nice to have people on to help, so they can promote their own business, find out about them. Do you mean? And
Yeah.
build relationships, isn't it? Do you mean? It's
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Like, do you mean? I think we spoke about like kind of having like certain days to do it where we record it all together.
Yeah, the logistics have been difficult every now and again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
So
the workload, and it is hard to do. Like, if anyone's doing a podcast, so Taylor and Tamlin's, I'm looking forward to listening to theirs.
yeah.
We're doing the music for that as well, but so if you like, we do links and stuff for their podcast. We give them a shout out when it's ready.
Yeah.
Which is ready now, so we can tell people what it's called and where to go and stuff. But yeah, another local podcast popping up. But I forgot where I was going with that. Why am I saying that?
Because you're saying about the kind of like how hard it is.
Yeah. So people who stand up your own podcast, it is a lot of work. Like, it is. You just see us talking and having like a laugh and chatting and stuff. But there's a lot that goes on in the background, social media shit, like editing and all that. So yeah, there's a lot involved.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So like, going forward, we had putting things in place to make that whole thing easier, so that it's a bit more streamlined, I think, innit?
Yeah.
That's the right idea. So we're kind of all on the same page with it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing workloads.
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah.
like that, and so it's not too much of a.
Well, we didn't know what it was going to be or like what I was going to do.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
We committed to 8 first. In my head, I committed to 8 first. I said, let's just see how it goes. 8 was the number that we'd start to learn and get better. And in that time, the first season, we would know if it's worth watching or not.
Yeah.
If people liked it or listening, if people actually liked it. And you can't do it after 1. Like, if you did 1 and people didn't like it, that's not a gauge for it, you know? So now that we have, I don't know what number this is. I'm not sure, but like, is it 16, 17?
How many guests was there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's an intro one. This is 8, so it's 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, now we are trying to we're taking it a bit more seriously now, I think. And
Definitely.
like, it's not just don't matter, see where it goes, in it, see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a bit more focused from now on.
Yeah.
So-
I think we like with next season we're thinking that we're gonna try and get sponsorship.
Yeah, because that's the whole reason why, innit? Like, we want it to be streamlined, we want it to be better, like, we want it to be upgrade stuff so it's better for people to listen to and to watch, and it's just easier for us to produce it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And we do need money for that, because as much as we want to do it for free, and we're happy doing it for free, it's like, I don't know, it's a big workload to take it on. So
Yeah.
so like, keep an eye on our socials and things. We'll do a little kind of outreach for it, but people who do want to support us, there'll be links down below, whatever, you know. When we come up with an idea, maybe we should film a separate thing, like,
Right. Okay.
when we know like what it's going to be and stuff.
Yeah.
Rather
Please help us.
than, I know it's nothing worse than that, but like, there's a lot of options for it. Like, different podcasts do like different stuff in it. We wait for a couple of weeks. We want to eat them,
Yeah.
so we're all thin.
We have an 0800 number coming up at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we should laugh. Yeah. I just
Yeah.
got like, yeah, I got some mad shit going on.
We've got little bloated bellies. We're drinking dirty water. But anyway, yeah, sponsorship. So we want sponsorship for the next season. So like, yeah, keep an eye on all that stuff. Ideas for guests. We got like a few people lined up that want to be involved.
Yes, yeah.
Avenales people, chef people, other businesses. Who else have we got? I know.
Mr. Mac.
Yeah. More singers, more musicians, some interesting people with interesting stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's exciting. We've already got all that kind of stuff lined up, really.
Just need to set the dates and get it all
Yeah.
organised,
And,
really.
like, I don't know. I'm thinking of ideas for merch and things as well. Like stuff.
Yeah. I think mugs would be cool. So, like, you know, you could tune in on a Sunday and just
Yeah.
make a fresh brew.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
That'd be cool.
exciting things. Looking forward to season 3. But we're going to spend a bit of time now making sure everything's lined up for that so we can make it better.
Yeah.
And you mentioned being out and about with it. What was the word you said?
Mobile. So,
Mobile.
yeah, we could, like, Like we mentioned about going to Jackson's, going to Irene's bar. Do you
Yeah.
mean we could do one from my attic if we want.
Yeah, the gaming pit.
Yeah, we could.
We could do an Avenues, do a
Yeah.
coffee to all the people that we've seen. We could go to the environment.
Yeah, because like if we, as Dan got his own gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go Dan's gym. We could
start
have a
repping
bench.
stuff.
Yeah, bench off.
Bench off. That'd be good.
Yeah, see if we can bench each other. Fucking.
I couldn't bench fuck all. I'm not very strong and puny.
You are puny.
Puny little limbs.
So yeah, that'd be cool. Like, do you mean? And
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it's a good idea. So yeah, that's what we're thinking. So thanks for joining us this season. If you've enjoyed it, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, save us everywhere, rate us as well. We haven't asked this yet, but if you're listening to on Spotify, give us a rate because it ends up sending us to people with your taste in music as well. So yeah, so support us.
Yeah.
We're enjoying doing this. And we want to keep doing it because we
Thank you.
love you all dearly.
yeah, thank you very much for listening and all your support, guys. It's very much appreciated.
I'm gonna do should we do a curtsy?
Yeah. To season 3. Let's neck.